So the Lord puts us in all types of scenarios just to test us out.
Right. And you said it, but I want to make note of it, right? That when certain situations come up, this is how you know that you're applying wisdom and gaining experience, because certain scriptures will start coming to mind. You know what I mean? Certain scriptures come to mind, you're like, oh, this is a soft answer terrible way rather. This is agree with thine adversary. Hey, it took me, I was like, I could beat this dude. I was gun pointing at me. I could beat this dude. But then all of a sudden, the scripture hit me. Agree with thy adversary quickly while thou be in the way. I'm like, I could also die right now. I can't die at the hands of a nigga in the alley. That ain't cool. But let me apply, and then I apply, just let me go.
And that's the thing with the practicing and rehearsing. Hey, the wisdom is supposed to be interwoven and creating your spirit anew. That's what the new man is. That's how he's supposed to be brought up, man. Hey, the sinews are supposed to be woven with the breath, man. Hey, because Jake, they just have the sinews. But without that breath, hey, they're just another nigga that know they cheated.
Yep.
And what good is that? For the missiles, it's just gonna be fire. You know, fuel for the fire, man.
And you even say wisdom is like a muscle, you know, and as you use those muscles, not only are you going to keep that muscle, but yet that muscle is going to grow. And as soon as you stop using that muscle, it's going to eventually leave.
How do you use it?
Exercise.
You gotta keep working it. You gotta keep putting it through trial.
Repetition.
Keep trying. You know, keep building it. Tear it down a little bit. Let it heal up and fill up. But you keep getting that muscle memory, so to speak.
Yeah, I was gonna say muscle memory because you're Go ahead. I lost the thought.
I got something.
Yeah, I got one.
I wanted you to read more. I wanted y'all to read more in that King. Yeah, I mean the First Samuel too. You read that.
It's Sirach 4:17 in the GNT.
Yep.
It says at first, wisdom will lead you along difficult paths. She will make you so afraid that you would think you cannot go on. Discipline she demands will be tormenting, and she will put you to the test with her requirements until she trusts you.
Yeah, because you don't know what type of test the Lord is going to put you through. Hey, it's going to be random, it's going to be sporadic. Hey, but everything that you've been reading, hey, it better apply, man. Because the last thing you want to do is fail a test. Hey, now we understand you can fail a test, but hey, what consequence that may lead to, hey, you don't know, man. But you want to make sure that you're passing it to the best of your ability. You're doing all within your spirit and your strength. Hey, to not act out carnally. You know, to not get into the deeds of the flesh. Hey, because especially now, at any point the Lord can just strip the spirit from you. Hey, if you're going off or doing whatever, hey, it's easy for the Lord to remove it. Hey, he did it to Saul. And Saul was king. And he replaced him with David. Right? So it happens all the time, man.
You don't want to be a person that don't know how to rule their spirit. It's a lot of even men in Israel.
Yeah.
Dudes just moving according to their emotions. You know, they don't have a rule over their spirit, and that's what's going to get you caught up in these final times that we're coming into. You know, you gotta keep it together, man. And that's why we have leadership, because the leaders are there to help guide that. Keep you intact, keep you in order. You know what I mean? You start flipping out and acting out presumptuously, that could get you harmed. There ain't nothing but a spirit. There ain't nothing but an evil spirit, you know? But yeah, man, and that's the thing. Spirits will try to get you to break character, to you know, come out of your element, so to speak. You gotta know when the spirit is antagonizing you, man.
You gotta know it.
You gotta know. Yeah.
And in every facet of life there's order, man. At your job there's order. So you know when we're dealing with the king of the universes, man, this order has to be established as well. Hey, because you need every one of us needs guides and bounds. Hence the law, man. That's what the law is for.
Hey, it's even order on the left hand side. You got different levels of demons.
Yeah, that's the principalities. Principality is a hierarchy of demons. And they all are in accordance with each other.
Yeah.
They're on the same accord. All right? Satan, he's an angel, and he's in order. So how much more us on the right side, man? We have to be in order.
Back in 1 Samuel 17, this is verse 3. And the Philistines stood on the mountain on the one side, and Israel stood on the mountain on the other side. And there was a valley between them. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits. Whose height was 6 cubits and a span. And he had a helmet of brass upon his head. And he was and he had a helmet of brass upon his head, and he was armed with a coat of mail, and the weight of the coat was 5,000 shekels of brass. And he had greaves of brass upon his legs, and a target of brass between his shoulders. And the staff of his spear was like a weaver's beam, and his spear's head weighed 600 shekels of iron. And one bearing a shield went before him.
Just by the shekels alone, the weight of shekels alone, in order for a man to wield this as his primary weapon, you know how large he had to be. Right? So the doubt that the army of Israel had, hey, when it spread into him, King David is looking at Goliath like, who is this nigga, man? Like, are y'all forgetting who we serve?
It's coming.
Yeah, come on.
You hear that say? Yeah, read GNT. And his helmet was 125 pounds.
His helmet was 125 pounds?
Yeah. That's on his neck, bro. So this brother looked it up.
Big, strong ass neck.
This brother looked it up. He said like 9.5 feet.
Good.
You said over 9 feet. GNT. Right. Yeah. So you ain't gonna be scared? A 9-foot Debo walk up?
This nigga, Shaq is a dwarf.
Yeah, it is guys. 2 feet shorter than his
fucking Yao Ming is shorter than this dude. Yeah, man.
Look at Weapon Yao. Dwarf.
It says, verse 6, and he had greaves of brass upon his legs, and a target of brass between his shoulders. And the staff of his spear was like a weaver's beam, and his spear's head weighed 600 shekels of iron, and one bearing a shield went before him. And he stood
like, if you that big, how many pounds this dude gotta weigh?
That's what I'm saying.
You 9 foot, you over 9 feet. You gotta be at least a half a ton.
Yeah.
At least. Hey, it was an Edomite, and he didn't live that long. There was an Edomite by the name of Robert Warlow.
Warlow
or something like that. The dude was like 8'11". You can Google him and look at him and see how fucking huge he is. That man could barely fucking walk, man. You know all that weight is on his spine and
knees
and his joints and shit.
But
Goliath, he was fucking. He was all pure.
Yeah. Wardlow.
It didn't affect him.
So he was 8'11".
fast, strong, agile.
Yeah. Imagine that, man. And you gotta go and face this nigga. Only somebody with fortitude is gonna see him as a nobody. It's all in your mind, man.
Right, that's the equivalent to the remnant. Going up against what we're going up against. This man is with this beast system.
Man.
He's a Goliath.
Yeah. He's a giant.
Yeah. He's a giant. Yeah. And look at us.
People live down here.
Hey, the underdog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Goliath was nothing. He represented that adversity in that time, man. And like the brother said, when we coming into this is our adversity. And like the precept the brother read, being covered with that whole armor so that we may be able to stand in the evil day. When you go into that word stand, it means to be firm, to be established. Right? And that's going to be through what? Through faith and through, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's stability.
Yeah, that's right.
It's verse 8. It says, and he stood and cried unto the armies of Israel and said unto them, why are ye come out to set your battle in array? Am not I a Philistine, and ye servants to Saul? Choose you a man for you, and let him come down to me. He was calling them out. If he be able to fight with me and to kill me, then will we be your servants. But if I prevail against him and kill him, then shall ye be our servants and serve us. And the Philistines said, I defy the armies of Israel this day. Give me a man that we may fight together. When Saul and all Israel heard those words of the Philistines, they were dismayed and greatly afraid. Now David was the son of the Ephrathite of Bethlehem, Judah, whose name was Jesse, and he had 8 sons. And the man went among men for an old man in the days of Saul. And the 3 eldest sons of Jesse went and followed Saul to the battle. And the names of his 3 sons that went to battle were Eliab, the firstborn, and next unto him Abinadab, and the third Shammah. David was the youngest, and the 3 eldest followed Saul.
What tribe was David from? What precept did he pull to prove?
What tribe was David from, and what precept proves that? What's the name of precept that proves it?
What tribe was David from, and what precept could you use to prove it? I mean, what precept could you use to prove it? That's a question all you brothers. He was from Judah, right? What precept could you prove to prove it? This is a difference too, understanding, hey, that if the apostles is out here, and they ask that question, they see that brothers don't know this answer, off the top of their head, they cussing everybody out.
Hey, and us harder.
Huh?
And us harder.
Oh, bro, what?
Us harder.
And the thing is too, and I said this as well because the precept that you read already told you what tribe it's from.
Right. I caught it.
It already told you, but don't even look at that one. Go to a different precept.
Yeah.
But it told you already.
You should be able. Hey, there's questions that a Christian will ask you and say, well, what does it say that in the New Testament? I only believe in the New Testament. Now you only have the New Testament to prove it. And you can prove it in the New Testament only. It's there.
Whatever precept.
Yeah.
Revelation 5:5.
Yep. That's Matthew 1, he said.
And even with the Matthew 1, when you go into what tribe that Yahweh Shai springs from, right?
Yep.
And you go into what precept? Yeah, exactly. Then it goes back to Matthew 1:1. So when you go into Matthew 1, it tells you how many generations from David or Adam.
Abraham.
Yeah, from Abraham unto David. It says 14 generations, 14.
Oh, to Yahweh Shai.
Right? So that's that.
Revelation 5:5. And one of the elders said unto me, Weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and loose the 7 seals thereof.
And from there, we're just going to tell you, get that blue letter, look at that Greek word for root. Get those, you might want to grab it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but this just shows
This is studying to show thyself approved, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Hey, because remember, when you get cut, it ain't personal. We've all been, everybody up here has been cut, bro. I done been asked a question that I ain't never gonna forget ever, bro. Once it happens, you ain't never gonna forget that question and answer. You're never gonna forget that answer. Because in that moment, you feel like shit. It's like, how you call yourself a man of the Lord and you don't know this? That shit hurts. That shit hurts, man. So, yeah.
That's why you have these when you teach you again.
Literally. That's why you need men that are over you. Because they're going to put you on the spot, but it's not for you. It's not to just make you, oh, look at this. No, man. It's to strengthen you. Because you're not fighting against the man next to you. You're fighting against this world. For real. These people are against us on every level, man. They're against us on every level. And you got to be thoroughly equipped, A, to be a defender of the gospel. And we all need to continue learning, and we're all going to keep continuing to learn. Hey, but certain stuff we just have to know. You have to know it.